So, you're gearing up to watch Gladiator 2? Congrats! You're about to witness the cinematic equivalent of a midlife crisis wrapped in ancient Roman cosplay. Let's face it, nobody really asked for this sequel, but Ridley Scott's back at it, determined to milk every last cent from the blood-soaked tit of Roman carnage. He's betting on your nostalgia for swords, sand, and a dead Russell Crowe, who has long since ascended to that big Colosseum in the sky. The premise of Gladiator 2 follows Lucius, the kid from the first movie who's all grown up now, because time and trauma wait for no one. The young fellow who spent the first movie looking like he'd just seen his first ghost. Now, he's all grown up, probably sporting more abs than personality, and is about to embark on an epic journey of revenge, freedom, and self-discovery. As if any of us care. Lucius is living his best I'm over it life in the Roman countryside, which, judging by the historical accuracy of most movies, is just one giant olive oil commercial. Unfortunately, Rome can't leave him alone, just like your ex who still keeps sending you cryptic hope you're well texts. Denzel Washington steps in as Maximus, a former gladiator/life coach. Shout out Tony Robbins. He probably spends 90% of his screen time looking serious, while handing Lucius metaphorical tissues for his daddy issues. You know, the type who slaps you on the back and says things like, "You can achieve greatness, kid," while secretly hoping you'll be eaten by a lion. Yes, we're swapping Russell Crowe's "Are you not entertained?" for Denzel's likely "Julius Caesar ain't got shit on me," all while walking his trademark walk and churning out the N-word like Diddy giving out baby oil. It's like the world's most intense therapy session, where the solution to all your problems is just more stabbing. Pedro Pascal plays Marcus Acacius, a Roman general who trained under Maximus. Yes, that Maximus, R.I.P. But he's nothing like him. It's only because we need a guy who looks hot even when covered in dirt, blood, and disappointment. Oh no. Instead of charisma, Marcus is serving just trying to make it to 5 p.m. without committing war crimes. You know that friend who acts morally superior because they know how to pronounce quinoa? Yeah, that's Marcus. Expect Pedro Pascal to single-fucking-handedly carry this movie on his shoulders, because we all know Rome's collapsing faster than your last relationship, and somebody needs to bring some sex appeal to this bloodbath. We can't forget about Lucilla, played by Connie Nielsen, who makes a surprise return from the first Gladiator movie, to remind us that Roman women were mostly there to look concerned and scream, "Nah!" at the right moments. Lucilla is still dealing with the fact that her son is a little messed up from watching Maximus turn into a human smoothie back in the day. But hey, trauma builds character, right? Just ask anyone with an IMDb page. But wait, it gets better. There's a new villain who isn't just any run-of-the-mill Roman bureaucrat. Nope, we're talking literal evil. If ancient Rome's learnt anything, it's that you can always raise the stakes by introducing a character so maniacal they make Caligula look like a middle school guidance counsellor. There's no word on whether we'll see any surprise orgies or lions in this one, but hey, Ridley Scott could surprise us with another historically accurate fever dream. You thought the original Gladiator was intense? Oh honey, strap in. Scott has hinted that Gladiator 2 opens with the biggest action sequence of his career. Apparently, the 2024 cinematic universe demands we throw all the budget at battles that feel like they belong more in a Fast and Furious spin-off than in the Roman Empire. Lucius won't just be taking down other gladiators. No, mate. He'll be battling wild animals, sharks, and probably his deep-seated daddy issues all at once. So buckle up for the moment when you get to see a baboon literally tear someone's face off while Lucius has a crisis of conscience in slow motion. At its core, Gladiator 2 will be the story of a man dealing with a post-traumatic stress disorder disguised as a historical epic. Expect some serious commentary on power, ambition, and the lasting effects of toxic masculinity, all while gladiators slaughter each other like it's Black Friday at Best Buy. Will Gladiator 2 somehow make a deep, existential statement about Rome? Sure, but the real lesson here is never trust a Roman, and Denzel Washington can make anything look cool, even throwing sand in someone's face while shouting inspirational quotes. And honestly, if we're being brutally real, this film could be the equivalent of watching your uncle who peaked in high school attempt a comeback at the family barbecue. It's gonna be epic, but for all the wrong reasons. The epic CGI, the one-liners, the shock deaths. It's like they threw Game of Thrones, Gladiator and Snoop Dogg's latest weed commercial into a blender, poured out the chaos, and called it a script. Let's not pretend for 1 second that we're watching this for deep philosophical insights. No, we're here to see Mescal and Pascal stare broodingly into the distance while wearing togas. We're here for CGI lions that look like they've seen The Lion King one too many times. We're here to see Rome implode under the weight of its own drama, just like your favourite reality show. It's Love Island, but with more severed heads and fewer regrettable tattoos. So here's your survival guide. Bring your skepticism, leave your common sense at home, and remember, when the lions, sharks, and sword fights start happening all at once, this isn't ancient Rome, it's Hollywood, and anything is possible, even if it doesn't make sense. Gladiator 2 is coming, whether you want it or not. And who knows, maybe Russell Crowe will drop in from the afterlife to remind us that death is only the beginning of another cash grab sequel. Let the gladiatorial absurdity begin.